everybody, ScotsThinker here, and welcome to the reaction to the official trailer for Season 5, where, according to what's being implied, including promotional imagery of Jesus putting out a lash of cords to the temple in the cinematic poster that I've noticed for cinema bookings, as well as this imagery of Jesus having the Last Supper there, and obviously given the title here, it's fairly obvious, especially given the little scene that we've had of Judas arguing with Jesus and Jesus getting heartbroken over the state of Jesus' heart. It's very obvious that the stakes are being raised, and the chosen team are upping their game, and Jonathan Romy is probably a bit shaken by what he's going to go through, but the full details of their fruits will have yet to be seen. So let's react to the trailer for now.
You must know something. I do believe that Jesus is most likely the Messiah.
Why?
Why what?
Why do you believe that?
I've seen too much.
Then why are you doing this?
Indeed, Judas, why?
I suppose I have not seen enough.
It's never enough. Not enough for the Pharisees, not enough for Judas. Ooh. And we're down.
Jerusalem. You can run on for a long time.
Johnny Cash?
My house shall be called a house of prayer, but you make it a den of thieves!
There we go.
By what authority are you doing these things?
Oh, here we go.
When our Lord entered the temple and found it polluted by money changers and beasts, did he ask them to leave? Did he cry? Did he simply walk away?
My own!
No. He drove them out.
Oh, here we
Sooner
go.
or later, gotta cut you down.
Johnny Cash!
We are the
Yes,
problem.
they got Johnny
Jesus
Cash!
operates entirely outside our jurisdiction.
Woo!
To you scribes and Pharisees! Stop this at once!
You're hurting my feelings. Man, this is what I signed up for.
The world is changing and Jesus offers a vision to redeem it. He's
Amen.
the Messiah!
You're gonna say he's a very naughty boy or something?
Tell him that God's gonna cut you down.
Man, Johnny Cash. Yes, yes, yes! Yes! This is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Woo!
Declaring
Palm
yourself a sovereign.
Sunday! Hey!
Will descend on us all!
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
The Pharisees are plotting to arrest Jesus of Nazareth.
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
I want peace, just like you. If you go through with this, our alliance is over.
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
There is talk of a collaborator from within of his own followers.
Go and tell that midnight rider.
City's on edge. If you succeed, I'll be the one left to pick up the pieces.
Go tell that long-tongued liar.
I ask that you keep your distance from me in Jerusalem these next few days.
Why?
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
Tape is set.
You serpents! How will you escape being condemned to hell?
What have you done?
Sooner or later,
Righteousness.
gotta cut you down.
Supper. A 3-part theatrical experience begins March 28th. Man! Here we go! Now this is what we signed up. Okay, just gonna... Johnny Cash. Man, that was such a brilliant choice. Johnny Cash was such a perfect choice given their style of music in the past and given the stakes here. Man, now I'm just expecting like in the last season of like The Chosen, they're just gonna like play Johnny Cash's Hurt at like the tail end of like the Apostle Paul's life or something. And you can have it all, my empire of rags. So let's take a look here. So obviously this will depict the events of the Last Supper, Judas's betrayal, and obviously the events leading up to that. There's a lot of emphasis on there's the Palm Sunday. Yep. No doubt the three-part theatrical experience will begin with the Palm Sunday because the previous season, the finale of season 4, ended with Jesus mounting the donkey to go into Jerusalem. So it's going to start off with the Palm Sunday event. Either that or it's, knowing the show, it's probably going to have some kind of flashback and followed by the Palm Sunday. Probably something to do with like making way for the king, that kind of theological and cultural context. It would not surprise me if that's the approach they did. Or they could just go straight to the Palm Sunday. But knowing the show, they're probably going to do a flashback before the actual Palm Sunday. So they're going to have the events leading up to everything else. And this is where Jesus will be at his most overtly critical towards the Pharisees of the day. Because the trouble with the Pharisees of the day is that they were so fixated on looking good that they overlooked mercy, and they got very greedy, very much like prosperity preachers of a modern day and age. We hear Jesus say, "You brood of vipers," and like we live in a generation where people say, "Oh, if Jesus was a soft person, man, then how do you explain this?" Like, yeah, Jesus was a very compassionate man, and we have every right to copy his behavior, but at the same time, we can't overlook wrongdoing. I mean, people fall into two extremes, like, when people become Pharisee-like, they're missing out on compassion, but if people get too soft, they're missing out on the need for actual justice. So, of course, Jesus Christ is the perfect man. What else is there to say here? Man, Rome's on fire. Something about an invasion. They're really upping their budget here. If they're able to get that sort of thing. I mean, obviously they'll have access to like CGI and stuff like that, but they must have a few practical effects in there, given the looks of things. Let's take another look at that, just one more time.
Sovereign, Rome will descend on us all. Oh, gotta put you down.
Yeah, that looks pretty practical to me. They must have maybe they made it in an indoor set or something. No, that probably would cost too much of a fire hazard, right? It's looking good. It's looking really good. If I get the chance, I'm very much looking forward to seeing the cinematic experience. Also, Gabriel and the Guardians, the anime show, is now out on Angel Studios, so I'll need to check that out. In the meantime, ScotsThinker signing out.
It is one thing to forgive a slap across my cheek, but an insult to the Lord requires... No, it demands correction. They're still God's children. But if they turn against their brothers and sisters, won't listen to reason, if they pollute the Lord's temples on earth, like Zion, who are we to stand by and let them continue?